Hello my dear students, welcome back to another session of computer application class. In the previous class we were discussed about the values and data types which are the things we are using in the Java programming. I hope you understood what we have taken in the previous classes. So about the nodes and all, already it will be ready, that is related to programming basic only. So programming directly, if you are copying to the nodes means you won't understand anything. So before giving the note or before sending the notes, I'll give the practical session like one more video class. So after that you can copy the content or you can take the notes or whatsoever, that is your wish only. Okay, so but you have to write in the classwork because after the reopening the class I need to check it. Okay, so the students, let me start the next lesson, that is operators and expressions in Java programming. So what do you mean by operators or what do you mean by expressions? So we already know when we are writing a Java programming, some kind of statements we are using. That means execution statement. For execution purpose we are generating some kind of statement. So that statement, maybe it will be output printing or maybe it will be a calculations or mathematical related formulas or something else we are using. So this kind of expression. So what are the types of this kind of expressions? In this expression, how many types of or what are the operators we are using? So we already know actually the expressions and operators, it is belongs to the mathematics only. Okay, so the example will be arithmetic operators. So that is one of the major operators in the Java programming will be arithmetic operators only. So in the basic mathematics we are studying addition, subtraction, multiplication. This is what are the symbols we are using in each operation, that is called as operator. Okay, so expression means with the help of some variables and help of some operators we are making a sentence like that is called as expression. So the combination of variables and operators, it will form an expression. Okay, so we are telling it's algebraic expression or arithmetic expression or any other kind of expression. So expression means just a statement. Inside that different types of operations will be there or types of variables will be there. So that means a combination or different types of variables and operators, it will be merging. We will get the expressions. Okay, so in this lesson this belongs to completely we are studying about operators and expressions. So what are the major operators we are using in the Java programming and also expressions. Okay, so let me start the lesson operators and expression. So in the Java programming, it's not only for the Java programming, every object oriented programming language is the same operators and expressions we are using. Okay, so there are 8 type of operators we are using in the Java programming. So that is actually very familiar to you because when we are doing the mathematics from the primary class onwards, we have studied mathematics. So there we are using all the type of operators. Actually operators is belongs to maths only. Okay, so here, so what are the classification we are studying here, then how we are applying to the Java statement or where the place we have to input it. Okay, so that kind of variations will be there. Then this mathematical expression or operators we are converting to the programming method. Okay, for that what are the things we need to use it? So what are the things they will help us to create expression or operators? So here we are studying that only. Okay, so in the Java programming they are providing 8 type of operators. So what are the 8 type of operators? Very familiar to you. So the first one is, you can see the arithmetic operators. The second one is unary operators. The third one is relational operators. Fourth one is logical operators. Then assignment operators. The sixth one is increment or decrement operators. Seventh one, conditional operators. The last one we can see precedence operator. So these are the major 8 operators we are using in the Java programming language. Okay, so here arithmetic, unary, relation, logic and assignment, then increment or decrement, conditional operators and precedence of operators. So each the 8 type of operators we have seen. So one by one we can see what are the operators belongs to each section, that we can see. The first we are going to studying about the arithmetic operators in the Java programming. The first will be arithmetic operators we are using in the Java programming. So I said no, in the mathematics we are studying arithmetic operators, but programming language they are having their own operators also will be there. Okay, so actually that we are using in the mathematics, but we are not assume the name for the particular operator. That's all. Okay. So what are the arithmetic operators we are using in the Java programming? We can see the first. So the very familiar operators only. Which are the operators we are using? So the first one is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus operator. So this is the plus symbol is represented by addition operation. The minus symbol will be represented by subtraction. The star symbol will be represented by multiplication. The slash it is represented by division. So the percentage symbol is represented by mod. It is also known as a modulus operator. So these are the major operators what we are using in the Java programming language. So we already know in the arithmetic operators usually where we are applying, so addition, subtraction, multiplication, these operators, so we need some integer numbers. So normally we are using numbers. With the numbers only we are applying these operators. Okay, so how to use it? So actually the arithmetic operators is having two category. The first category will be integer arithmetic. The second one is real arithmetic. Integer arithmetic and real arithmetic. So one by one we can see. So here the first integer arithmetic. Integer arithmetic means it's a normal integer value. So 0 to 9 combinations, what are the numbers we are using? That is may either negative or positive it will come. So that is integer number. That means without any decimal fraction or without exponent number. So that is called as a normal integer value. So wherever we are using the normal integer value with the calculation, that is called as integer arithmetic. So integer arithmetic we are using addition, subtraction, all the arithmetic operators we are applying for the integer arithmetic. So the example will be A and B is two numbers. A and B is two numbers because we are assuming some value to this variable. Okay. So by using this two numbers or two variable, how can we explain the operators? So integer arithmetic. So simple only. The first operator will be A plus B, then A minus B, then A divided B, then A into B, A mod B. So this is the representation for integer arithmetic. Okay, so that means normal numbers without decimal fraction and exponential. That is called as integer arithmetic. Don't get confused. It's a normal 0 to 9 normal digits. Okay, so what we are using in the mathematics, either negative value or positive value, we can use it. So that is called as a integer arithmetic. Okay, so the next one is real arithmetic. Real arithmetic means the same variable we can consider. So this group will be belongs to wherever we are using the decimal fraction and also the exponent. Exponent value will be there and also the decimal fraction. These two group will be belongs to the real arithmetic group. Integer arithmetic and real arithmetic. Integer arithmetic means simple values or normal 0 to 9 digit combination wherever we are using the same operation. So real arithmetic means sometimes we need to use exponential value. For example, 10 raised to 30 or 10 raised to 3 into 10. So this like a exponential value we need to use it. Okay. And decimal fraction number 235.6 or 13.5. So this kind of decimal fraction numbers and exponential numbers we need to, or these two kinds of numbers will be belongs to real arithmetic section. So these are the two arithmetic operators or two arithmetic sections we are using in the Java programming, integer arithmetic and real arithmetic. So moreover we can tell both the arithmetic we are using the same operators, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. Okay. So this each operator, how it will be working, that already you know how it will be working, that I will explain. So A plus B means two numbers will be adding together, that is if it is 15 plus 5. So 15 plus 5 it will come 20, that means addition. So 15 minus 5 it will come 10. then 15 divided by 2. I have given 2 because calculation will be, otherwise it will be more. 15 divided by 2 means we will get 7 is the answer, 1 remainder. So the next A into B means 15 into 2 equal to 30. Okay, so this is these all operators, these 4 operators we are very familiar because we already know, and this is a basic calculation or basic arithmetical operators we are using while doing the mathematical calculations. Okay, so which is the fifth one? Fifth one, actually when we are doing or when we are working with the computer, it's a percentage symbol. So how much percentage you are getting? So representation of percentage, 96%. So this like a representation of the percentage we are using this symbol slash with the double dot. Okay, the name of this symbol is known as a percentage. But when we are using this in mathematics, this is called as modulus operator. Modulus operator. So modulus operator, what is modulus operator? Actually the calculation will be division only. So when we are using any two numbers, we are doing the division. So both will be division calculations only. Then what is the difference between the division and the modulus? So when we are doing the division, we are considering the quotient of the calculation, isn't it? That is our result. Okay, so remainder how much it will be, that if it is there, we will separately we will mention, but the more priority for the quotient. But when we are doing the modulus, which remainder we are getting for the given calculation, that is considering as a result, not a quotient. That is the difference. Both will be division operation only, but division if you are applying, we are considering quotient. If you are using the modulus operator, we are considering the remainder as a result. Then how it will be, we can see. The same calculation I will take it. Then 15 divided by 2. Okay. So 15 divided by 2, we already know it will be 7. Then 7 into 2, 14. Then remainder will be, we will get equal to 1. Okay. So the answer will be, question we are giving 15 mod 2 only. In the computer we are giving, or when we are giving the Java statement, we are giving 15 mod 2. 15 mod 2 means we will get the answer will be 1, because the modulus operator always considering the remainder. That means the remainder is the result for the modulus operation. If you are giving the division means 7 is the answer, because that is the quotient. So these are the 5 arithmetic operators we are using in the Java programming language. Okay, so the arithmetic operators is having two types, integer arithmetic and real arithmetic. Integer arithmetic means it's a normal integer value or either positive or negative combinations we are considering as a integer arithmetic. Real arithmetic means it is belongs to decimal fraction numbers and exponential numbers. That means a power value. When we are giving some kind of that means a unlimited range, like that we are giving. For example, 10 raised to 5 we are able to calculate it. 10 raised to 30 we are able to calculate. 10 raised to minus 35, how to calculate it? So that is some infinite calculation only. So that kind of exponential value will be calculated by or apart from the real arithmetic only. Actually it is a octal or hexadecimal values it is. Exponential value means that only, based on E it will come. Okay. So these are called as arithmetic operators. So these 5 arithmetic operators we are using in the Java programming language. The next one is a unary operators. So unary operators means only single. So that is called as a minus. Unary minus. So unary minus means we are giving the minus symbol. Only single variable will be there, and the one particular variable we are using, in the given variable we are assuming some minus value. Okay, then when we are transferring that variable to another variable, the minus symbol also will be getting transferring. For that purpose only we are using the minus symbol. How it will be, we can see. So A equal to minus 10 I have given. Okay, so one more variable I have used B. The next step I have given B equal to minus A. So minus A means the variable also will become get minus. So in this purpose, that it's a single operator we are using with any given variable, that is called as a unary. Unary means a single. Unary operators. Okay. So in the unary operator is having one more division will be there, that is a increment and a decrement operator. That is the next part it will come. Okay. So this is called as a unary operators. The next operators, which operators we are using, that is called as a logic operators. Logical operators. So logical operators means for logical purpose only we are using. Logical purpose means what? What do you mean by logic? So that is some question based, whether it is or. That means more than one statement will be there, or more than one condition if you wanted to apply. That by that time, if you wanted to join more than one terms or join more than one conditions, or for that purpose only we are using the logical operator. So major logical operators what we are using in the Java programming is called as, the first one is and, or, not. And, or, not. So these are the logical operators. The operator name will be and operator, or operator, not operator. So the relevant symbol will be there. The mathematics or of Java programming, instead of this name we are using some symbols from the keyboard. So that only we are using while doing the programming. So what is the symbol we can see? For and is represented by and symbol in the keyboard, that is the 7, the numbers key 7. Above that we can see the and symbol. So and equal to double and symbol we are using. Then or means a pipe symbol from the keyboard. But in the keyboard we can see one straight line only. Actually it is not a straight line. So 2 lines will become. This is called as a pipe symbol. But when you are going to check in the keyboard, you can see only one line. Okay. So it's not one line, in middle one small gap will be there. So this name of this symbol is known as a pipe symbol. So the or represented by double pipe symbol. Okay. So the next one is not operation. Not operation will be represented by exclamatory symbol from the keyboard. Exclamatory symbol from the keyboard, that is called as a not operation. Or operation is represented by pipe symbol, and operation is represented by and symbol. Okay. So these are the logical operators we are using in the Java programming language. Okay. So how to the example for the statement, the Java statement, how to give it. So I just given the value a equal to 5 and b equal to 6. Okay. So here I am going to give the condition. So 2 condition I have to give. If a greater than b, and one more variable. If a greater than b and b greater than c and c greater than a. So that kind of different conditions if you wanted to apply. That means more than one terms, the given calculation or expression, more than one term will be there. This more than one terms if you wanted to join, we are using the logical operators. So the intention of the AND operator, actually this AND operator and not operator, or operator we are using apart from the conditional operator only. So for example, if the value of a will become 5 and b will become 5, we can consider the value of a and b will be equal. That means the same time both the conditions should become true, isn't it? If both the condition will be true, we can consider the output. Okay, so that is called as a AND operator. That means more than one condition they are evaluating at a time. While evaluating, what are the conditions we have given, all the conditions should be equal or correct. If all the condition will be correct means we will get the true output. Okay, if any one will be wrong means it will not evaluate. That means a wrong output we will get it. Okay, or false part you will get it. How it will be, we can see. So a equal to 5 and b equal to 5 and c equal to 5. If these 3 conditions, okay, the value of a will become 5 and also b should 5 and also c equal to 5. If these 3 conditions will be correct, if what are the terms we are given, these 3 terms should be correct. If the 3 terms should be correct, we will get the positive output. Positive output. If I have given C equal to 7, A equal to B, A equal to 5, B equal to 5, C equal to 7 means according to this statement, the last term will be wrong. So that we will not get the positive input. It will goes to the false section or negative section. Okay, that means how many conditions will be there in the given expression? All the given conditions should be true. Then only we will get the true input. For joining this number of conditions or number of statements together, we are using the AND operation. OR operation means the same purpose only. Here A equal to 5 or B equal to 7. The best example I will give, the marks of subject. So here computer science mark equal to greater than 35 or chemistry greater than 35 or maths greater than 35. Okay, so here we are going to print the grade of a student. So 3 subjects I have given. Computer application will be there, chemistry will be there, maths will be there. So computer application above 35. Computer application, if you are having computer application above 35 or chemistry 35 or maths 35. That means the meaning of this sentence, if either one subject, if you are having above 35, you will get pass. That is the meaning of or operator. That means more than one condition or more than one terms will be there. If either one will be correct, you can go to the true section, isn't it? So one statement will be correct, remaining all will be false, means that is doesn't matter, output will be print. That is or. Or means 35 above 35 or chemistry above 35 or maths above 35. That means or, the use of or will be there. How many conditions will be there or how many operators will be there, that is doesn't matter. Either one in the given section, one will be true, you can consider as a true statement. You will get the true statement. So the last logical operator will be not operator. Not operator. Not operator means that is. Okay. So not operator alone we cannot use it. So apart from the some assignment operator or some relational operators we are using. So with the help of that only we can use a not operator. For example, the value of A not equal to 0. So when we are using or evaluating or simplifying the quadratic equations or algebraic expressions, sometimes we need to check it. The value of A not equal to B or the value of A not equal to 35. So like that, if you wanted to check not equal to or greater than or equal to, so like that not equal to, that means a negative statement, negative output if you wanted to print, we are depending on the not operation. For example, A not equal to B, A not equal to B, equal to B we are saying, A equal to B means the value of A and B equal to. Okay, so not equal to, how to check it? Just give the exclamatory symbol equal to B. A not equal to B. Then the value of A not equal to 0. So this purpose only we are using the not operation in the Java programming. Okay, so these are the logical operators we are using in the Java programming language. I hope you understood this. Then the remaining class, the next continuation will be the next class, students. So I hope you understood. The further clarification will be there. You can drop out the questions or queries through the subject group. Okay, students. Thank you. Take care and have a great day.